Hello everyone. In this video, I will show you how to troubleshoot an API endpoint call using the HTTP client connector, which gives an empty JSON response. In this particular use case, when making an API endpoint call using another third-party application, such as Postman, you make a call to an endpoint and it retrieves the correct JSON information for this call. You then attempt to make the same API endpoint call using the Boomi HTTP client connector, which gives a document with an empty JSON response. This will look like the data is in the JSON format, but the document is just filled with empty square brackets. The reason why this works in Postman, but not in the Boomi HTTP client connector, is because you're missing the accept header with the value */*. With Postman, under the headers tab of the call that's created, there are a number of headers that are generated by default, as you see here in the image. One of those is the accept header, and it gets created with the default value of */*. Unless someone unchecks the box for one of these headers, they are also used by default for each call created in Postman. In the Boomi HTTP client connector operation, headers are not generated by default and have to be added manually. In order to resolve the issue, here's what you need to do. Within the HTTP client connector operation, under the Request Headers section, click on the plus sign. Then for the name, enter accept with the capital A, as this can be case sensitive. For the value, enter */* as shown in the image. Now, with everything else configured as needed for the call, the data that comes back in the response from the endpoint should have the data populated in the JSON square brackets. Hopefully you found this information useful. Thank you for watching and take care.